Oral history tells that Mi'kmaq people played a game called duwadijik, or an ice game, much like the modern game of hockey that is played today.
Mi'kmaq people have always been credited as the original manufacturers of hockey sticks.
To honor our ancestry, we decided to create a Mi'kmaq hockey stick because it signifies our historic contribution to the national Canadian sport, hockey.
We included a replica of a whale petroglyph to honor our Mi'kmaq ancestors who were excellent hunters and architects. Birch bark canoes were used for hunting small whales and porpoises in the Atlantic Ocean. Mi'kmaq petroglyphs are found at the Sikniktuk National Park in Nova Scotia.
J.T. Williams is a First Nation elder from Vancouver Island who was shot dead in the streets of Seattle while carving a mini totem pole. Totem poles are unique to West Coast First Nation art, and we decided to include one to better represent First Nation from east to west.
The wolf symbolized protection of family, which is important to First Nations family. The wolf is also keen to sense danger.
Bears are symbols of strength and wisdom to many First Nation people and are often associated with healing and medicine. The bear also symbolizes fearlessness, power, and courage. Bears live on fat throughout the winter, and they remind us to go within ourselves to find the resources necessary for survival.
The 8-point star petroglyph is found at Bedford Basin, Nova Scotia. Archaeologists have determined that this petroglyph was created long before the arrival of European settlers. The 8-point star petroglyph teaches us about the sacred sweat lodge ceremony. In the sweat lodge, we honor the 4 directions, the elements of life, plants, animals, and spirit of all mankind.
The double curve motif is prevalent in Wabanaki art. These symbols remind us about maintaining balance in life and respecting each other's worldviews or ways of knowing. The spiraled curve represents springtime, which appropriately suits the season that we are offering this hockey stick to BLMS as a gift.
The dream catcher is placed at the window, and at night as you sleep, your dreams go through the dream catcher, and your bad dreams get stuck in the webbing and burn away when the sun comes up. The turtle represents the teaching of truth. The turtle also symbolizes resilience because of their protective shell as well as their ability to live both on land and in the water. Indigenous people worldwide refer to North America as Turtle Island.
The moose is very important to Mi'kmaq people. Historically, the moose was one of the main sources of food and clothing. The Mi'kmaq usually hunted moose in small groups of 3 to 5 men. The Mi'kmaq used spears and bows to injure the moose, then would track it down and finish it off with spears and hungry dogs.
The white on the Mi'kmaq flag represents purity of creation. The red cross represents mankind and the 4 directions. The sun represents the forces of day, and the moon represents forces of night.
The wolf, bear paw, and turtle also represent personal spirit names of several students involved in this project. Spirit names are given during sacred ceremonies like the sweat lodge and pipe ceremonies, and often involve the transmission of names from elders to youth. Once a spirit name is given, this name is used in ceremony to identify oneself to Creator.
Thank you to FNEII for sponsoring the funds to make this celebration possible.
Thank you to Mr. Marant for donating the Bridgewood and assembling the hockey stick used for this project.
Happy Original Day.